This is it, huh?
This is the place.
Let's just take a little walk first to get a feel. I like to find out a little bit about why you were even here that night.
Well, my friend Brian and I, we were writing a movie, and we wanted to try and go some places that were atmospheric and maybe even spooky. And so we, we were driving down from Canada to California along the coast, and we saw this place, and we thought it looked interesting.
Oh, so you were actually looking for a spooky place. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, I mean, we didn't really expect to find one.
You found one.
Yeah.
Look at the cat. You know, cats are very sensitive to spirits. They pick up on the high vibrations that exist with spirits. And this guy's been following me before you even got here. It's like he's anticipating something or someone.
Yeah, you know what? Cats always feel like they have something else going on. They do seem like they're alert to other things that maybe we can't see. Well, maybe Brian now.
Oh, good, good. Perfect timing.
Yeah. This is Brian.
Maybe Sweeney.
Remember this place?
I do.
Yeah, good to see
Oh,
you.
hey, good to see you. How you been?
Hi, Kim Russo.
Hi,
Nice
Kim.
to meet
Nice
you.
to meet you. I'm Brian.
Kim's a medium.
Oh,
And
okay.
she's going to help us kind of get to the bottom of what's going on here.
Yeah.
And she's already, I'll tell you, it's a murderer's row of spirits around here. I mean, it's a lot of action, apparently, from all the stuff she's been
Spookiest
feeling.
night of my life.
How do you feel about all of this?
I'm kind of a skeptic, I must say. I've never been a big UFO or a ghost or a spirit.
Right.
Never really, but something happened here, so
You're sure of that, huh?
I'm sure of that.
I have to tell you, I'm not doubting you by how I feel.
Right.
This is a great place you picked. But before we go in there, you know, you guys are open to anything that may happen?
I don't know. I got a little trepidation, but, you know, I'll be on my guard. There's that cat again.
Where?
How did the cat get inside?
Wait, let's see what he does. And he's coming to the door.
I mean, come on. That's nuts.
It's like
Let's see.
an invitation
Sure.
or a warning.
I don't know.
Could be a
I guess
warning.
we'll find out.
I just felt something right here. It says private. Oh, all right. There's the cat.
By the way.
I felt this energy.
Don't be
Yeah,
coy.
take a look at that.
Don't be coy. Come here.
I knew something was
crazy.
going
Yeah.
on here.
Come here. Show us where we're going here.
Look at that.
Show us where we're going.
Well, I know we're going towards the basement, but boy, is it getting drafty and cold.
Yeah.
It's significantly different as I'm walking, like I'm going through temperature climates. Oh, look at this.
Please.
Wow.
This room.
Wow. Stuff happened in here.
Now, what makes you say that?
I don't know. You walk in and it just feels like it sounds kind of stupid, but to me the air feels a little heavier in here than it did even in the hallway.
It
there,
is.
You know?
Oh, want me to tell you what I see?
Sure.
Maybe this will help you. There was the medical examiner down here. And I see drawers being pulled out with dead bodies. I see a man standing there with a scalpel in his hand, opening the bodies and closing them back up, possibly even embalming them and putting fluids into them to preserve them. And I'm really happy that you acknowledged it. You're getting it.
Oh, I got these training wheels on. I'm trying to ride the bike.
Let me just see what I'm hearing. I keep hearing a woman crying. There's a sad, sad woman, and she's sobbing and sobbing. And I hear her say, "My baby, my baby. I need my baby." There's echoes of crying of this lady. When I was waiting for you guys to get here, I was standing outside in the garden, and I looked up, and I almost felt like someone was watching what I was doing, and I didn't know if it was a spirit or a real person.
That's very much tied to our event. These curtains they weren't sheer. They were very heavy curtains, which is what made it so strange to us, is that they kept opening.
You obviously didn't have your experience down here. You had it upstairs somewhere?
Yeah.
Okay. I think definitely it's time to go there. The room was this way?
Yeah.
Oh gosh, I hear people screaming. Screaming in labor. This was labor and delivery. This was like midwives and stuff. This wasn't up to state-of-the-art hospital, by no means. This look familiar to you guys?
Hmm?
This is it? This is, before I open this door, any last thoughts, anything you want to say or impart?
I'm just real curious after all these little tidbits you've fed us here. I'm ready for the main course.
Oh, it's brightly lit. I didn't expect that.
Look who's here.
Oh my, look at this.
Wow.
I just feel like he's here to protect us. This is a hot spot. This is where a lot went down. But does this look the same to you?
Well, the room has been redone, but
Were you scared that night?
oh yeah. When we checked into the room, you know, I lived in a lot of ramshackle slum apartments in New York City where you might have 2 or 3 locks. This door had 7 locks on it. You can't keep ghosts out with locks or anything like that, but you might want to keep a person who wants to do you harm. So I just started thinking, this place is weird. There's nobody
Wait a
else
minute.
here.
How many locks does it have now? Several. Who puts 2 deadbolts? Who does this?
I don't know.
We got 2 different places to look out. I mean, what happened was that, like I said, they were real heavy velvet curtains, the kind where you have to take 2 hands and go like this to move it.
I mean, kind of like the ones that are now hanging there.
Yeah.
These, like these are
Yeah,
thick.
But even
Exactly.
bigger and
Exactly.
thicker, and they were closed. And so when I went to the restroom and I came back, and Brian was sitting over there in his bed, and I walked
Here's
out,
the restroom.
and the curtains were open. And I said, "Why'd you open the curtains?" And he looked over there and he goes, "I never touched them." So we went back to working on this script, and then, you know, about 40 minutes go by, I look up, and I had closed the curtains.
Yeah. And there was a
And I
couch
pushed,
there.
and I
couch,
pushed
like
it.
a 2-seater
Yeah,
couch
pushed the
there.
couch.
Oh, you pushed it so they wouldn't move.
So they wouldn't. And 40 minutes later, neither of us had gotten up out of our beds, and the curtains were open again.
You saw the woman by the curtains.
Yes.
She's here. She is the one that was grief-stricken, desperate. I'm seeing blood from this woman. This was childbirth. She's giving birth, but something's wrong. She lost so much blood that she died. Her spirit lifted up. It's almost like she was watching this whole thing go on. And all she was concerned about was her baby. The baby died right after that. But I'm not sure if she knew the baby died. So I really feel like she waited here to see, where's my baby? That's why I was hearing downstairs, where's my baby? But if the child went over and she didn't, she needs to go where the child is.
I did not have an open mind before we stayed in this hotel about this stuff. I always thought, you know what? That's malarkey. And I'm a skeptical person who can't be explained. And so now I'm an open book about this stuff. If somebody leans across to me and says, I got to tell you this story, I hear it a little differently now.
Oh, wow. That's good to know. Open minds are good because it allows you to have an open heart as well. To have an open mind is really to have an open heart.
So can you send her some kind of message and she gets peace?
Well, you know what I just did? I just said, Eileen, if you're still here, if you can encourage her, you being there already, could you help with this if you are able to do that as well? And now I'm telling this woman, go to these nice folks and they'll help you find your way to your baby. And she says, you promise? Like a child would say, like, really, should I? And I'm like, yes, you should. You should. Her energy doesn't have to be in this room. She can leave and her baby will be safe.